Have you ever noticed that what keeps breaking in your life today is not really breaking now? It was broken silently a long time ago. We believe we are adults, strong, independent, in control. Yet most of our decisions are made by the child inside us who was never truly heard. When a child is ignored again and again, they don't learn how to cry. They learn how to stay silent. And that silence grows up, enters offices, relationships, and moments where we should have spoken, but didn't. Some turn into anger, some become overly nice, and some completely forget themselves. This is not personality. This is survival, a method learned in childhood. When love comes with conditions, the heart learns one lesson: changing yourself feels safer. That's why even as adults we keep asking, am I enough? Or do I still need to change? We search for the love we never received, often in the wrong places. And then one day, we feel exhausted, without knowing why we are so tired. Exhaustion doesn't live in the body. It lives in the emotions we've been suppressing for years. Some people spend every relationship proving themselves because no one ever told them they were enough as they were. What we often call love is familiar pain, recognized from childhood. That's why healthy love can feel boring at first, because it doesn't hurt. We don't blame our parents. We simply accept that they were broken humans too. Healing doesn't come from blame. It comes from understanding, and it is a quiet journey. And one day you'll hear yourself say, "What I never received, I can give to myself." This moment isn't weakness, it's the moment strength is born. You don't try to become someone new. You begin to remember who you always were. And maybe this is real freedom. Becoming whole with your wounds. Have you ever gently asked yourself, where have you been all these years? And why did I forget you? The inner child doesn't answer. It only watches to see if you'll leave again. Because promises were made before too. That everything would be okay, but no one ever came back. The first step of healing isn't making the pain disappear. It's refusing to abandon it. When you pause and listen, the inner silence begins to speak, and blame slowly melts away. Begin to realize that what happened to you was never a measure of your worth. With that understanding, the heart breathes for the first time, as if it finally found air after years. You stop fighting in every relationship, because there's nothing left to prove. Boundaries aren't walls, they are doors that only real love can pass through. And all this change happens quietly, without announcements or applause. The first change is this. You walk away from places where you had to make yourself smaller. You stop assuming every silence is your fault, because you finally trust yourself. Those who only wanted convenience slowly drift away, and it no longer feels like a loss. Because now you know, being alone is better than losing yourself. Your decisions change, because fear is no longer in the driver's seat. And your heart finally sees the road. Success no longer demands noise. Peace becomes its signature and sleep grows deeper. You can't change the past, but its grip loosens and the present can finally breathe. This isn't the end of healing. It's the place where you learn to walk with yourself. Life no longer feels like a question. It becomes a conversation where you finally listen to yourself. And maybe this is what adulthood truly is. Learning to live gently with childhood wounds. There comes a time when you stop telling your story to others and begin telling it to yourself. That's when you realize healing is not a reward, it's a responsibility. You don't turn your pain into a weapon, nor into an identity. You turn it into wisdom. And that wisdom teaches you gentleness without making you weak. You begin to recognize wounds in others because you no longer run from your own. You speak less, but when you do, it comes from the heart. Life no longer feels like a competition. It feels like a journey with no need to rush. You learn that winning every day isn't necessary. Some days, just living is enough. This is the place where your past stops being your enemy. It becomes just a memory, not meant to break you, but to teach you. One day you realize healing isn't just for you, it's for those who come after you. The pain you stopped did not get passed forward, and that is a quiet revolution. You don't become perfect, you become aware, and that difference is enough. Your decisions now carry gentleness because harshness has already done its job. You understand that life isn't something to conquer, it's something to feel. And when you finally feel yourself, The world begins to feel softer too. You don't get every answer, but questions no longer feel like wounds. This is the place where you allow yourself to walk alongside life. Childhood wounds don't disappear. They change the story, and that is healing. If you're listening to this, maybe this story is yours too. Some stories don't end. They simply slow down so the heart can walk beside them. You no longer rush yourself because you've learned that healing likes time. Your heart no longer demands proof. It only wants truth, and truth begins to feel enough. You stop hiding your vulnerability, and somehow that's what makes you safe. You stop trying to rescue others. You simply stand beside them, and that's what real love is. You learn that not every weight must be carried. Some grow lighter when set down. Life no longer feels like a test. It feels like an experience where even mistakes teach. You give yourself permission to be weak sometimes, and sometimes just human. This is the gentleness you didn't receive in childhood, but now hold in your own hands. And maybe this is the moment where the story doesn't stop. It settles inside you. The story doesn't end because everything becomes perfect. It ends because you wake up. Waking up isn't running from pain. It's living consciously alongside it. Now you don't hide your story. You hold it with care. And in holding it, you learn this truth. You were never broken. You had only been separated from yourself. And if you're still listening now, maybe you've come back.